Hello Leos, welcome to your Quantum Tarot reading with Louise. This is a new channel. I'm giving away a free personalised tarot reading for one of my first 50 subscribers. So if you would like to be in with a chance of winning your reading, please do subscribe to help me grow the channel. First and foremost, we're going to be picking out a Godspeed Divine Timing card. This is going to give me a time frame for the reading. So next new moon. So we're going to be looking at what could potentially be happening for you between now and the next new moon. This is a timeless tarot reading, which means that you will find this reading when your timeline aligns with the messages that I will be sharing. So we have the Chariot, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and we have the Coulomb Force. The Chariot is all about fast movement, determination, direction, control, forward momentum. So you'll be picking up momentum in a certain situation that you may feel has been lagging. It may be in relation to financial security, stepping into your power in your material world. So you may have been waiting for an opportunity, for example, a promotion, some money, some inheritance, something in relation to Pentacles. Pentacles are all about materialism, so material wealth, house, car, job, everything that we need in order to survive in this life. Pentacles, particularly the Queen of Pentacles, which is the most mature version of the female energy of abundance, of physical manifestation, job, career, owning your own house, etc. Practical. The Pentacles are very practical. So you could be developing an idea that you've had in order to improve a system or to help somebody in a very practical, hands-on way. There may have been a blockage previously on that, but I do see that whatever that blockage was, I do see that change is coming quickly for you. Nurturing will be coming in. You may be the nurturer or the one receiving nurturing. You may feel like you've been waiting a while for somebody to pay attention to you, to treat you as the queen that you are. And it doesn't mean you have to be a female here, but you may have been waiting for someone to appreciate your divine feminine, your caring side. And that attention will be coming towards appreciating that within you. And that's going to be coming in quite quickly as well. We have the Coulomb Force. The Coulomb Force is about attraction of an opposite force, but it's for the greater good of the whole system. So you may be attracting somebody into your life at the moment, whether that's a work colleague or a romantic partner or a neighbour or a member of a team that you're part of. So if you play football, basketball or any team sports, you may be coming into contact with somebody who you feel is quite opposite to you. And you may wonder why you've been paired with this person or why you've been asked to work with this person, because you feel like you don't click, you don't gel. But bear in mind that this connection is for a greater good. It's not necessarily going to be easy for you. It might be. I'm not saying it's going to be difficult, but I'm just saying, if you're wondering why, if you're asking yourself, why is this person coming into my life? Because you don't feel that personal connection with them, just think about how, as you work together, how the whole is going to be benefited from you collaborating. So I'm going to pick out another card here. We have the Fractal King, ruler of patterns. Now we live in a fractal holographic universe, which means that every part is contained within the whole and every whole is contained within the part. You might be feeling disconnected from the whole, but between now and the next new moon, you're going to be seeing your situation through a new lens, which is going to help you feel whole again. It's going to help you feel like you're part of a whole complete system and that you belong to that system. I feel at the moment there's an energy coming in of you feeling slightly disconnected, slightly possibly lonely as well, not quite fitting in, not quite being appreciated, not quite understanding what your part is, what your role is. But with the Fractal King coming in, you're going to be noticing more patterns about yourself, your behaviour, and also patterns of others' behaviour. And that's going to help you recognise and balance out and integrate the energies that have been currently misaligned for you. So you might be stepping into your natural leadership powers, being able to understand complexity more and creating more of a long-lasting impact in the decisions and actions that you take. I see that you'll be dropping a sense of control that you might currently have. I think through a lack of feeling that you don't understand a situation, may be leading you to want to control more because you feel like you don't have control. But I do see that fading away for you as you step more into your power and your confidence. You might be leaning, you're not going to have that same desire to control the situation or people. You won't be overthinking the details so much anymore. So let's see what we have in relation to the people in your near orbit. Right, this one wants to pop out. We have blame shifting. Responsibility always moved away from them. So you may be living or working with somebody. I feel like this is more of a work situation. You may feel like you're always the scapegoat and somebody who isn't really pulling their weight in a situation, or they're not really contributing as much as what you think they should be. They tend to use you as a scapegoat. I feel like this could be a manager. It's easy to scapegoat people who are less senior. So I feel like this could be a manager who's shifting blame onto you. Let's see what else we have here. Healthy distance. Space reveals what closeness hides. So I do see you distancing yourself from somebody between now and the next new moon. Who do you need to distance yourself from? Because I see that you will be making a decision to do that. It could very well be the same person who has been blaming you, and you may need to have a frank conversation with them. And I can see that conversation coming in actually. Emotional dependence. Your stability relied on their presence. So yes, so maybe you felt like you couldn't conduct your role or your job or whatever your sense of obligation is towards this person. You felt like you needed them in order for you to be able to perform. However, you will be stepping away from that sense of security and recognizing the unhealthy patterns there, going back to what I mentioned earlier with the fractal king. So I do see you distancing yourself from a toxic person here. And I do feel very strongly that it is related to the workplace. I'm going to pull out a couple of final cards. We have intuition. Trust your inner guidance and make confident decisions. Again, it's related to this situation here with this person. Believe what your intuition is telling you about a particular person at the moment, because I feel that the physical evidence might not be there to prove how this person is treating you or what their energy is towards you. Because we communicate with our sixth sense now. People can pick up on vibes, and you may be picking up on a vibe. Trust that, because people can be very good at pretending to be a certain way when others are looking, but psychically sending you negativity. And I do feel very much that this energy is quite hidden from others. It's not very visible to others. And that leads you to question it, because you almost think, well, if nobody else is seeing it, then maybe I'm just imagining it. But trust your intuition, because people can attack you psychically. It doesn't need to be seen by others. You will feel it in your energy field. So just trust what your intuition is telling you on that. And I'm going to leave you with one final card. Inner strength. Nothing moves. This is an affirmation for you to speak out loud. Nothing moves me from my path to the light because I have complete confidence in myself. I realize my innate qualities and abilities and know that with God I can do anything. All the power I need is within me. Now, you don't have to be religious. There's many different words for God. You can just think of it as your own intuition. I believe that God speaks to us through our intuition. So, you can do all things from the power within yourself, whether you call it God or your angels or your guides or your inner self, your higher self, or the universe. That's up to you. So with that being said, I am going to end the reading on that note. If you would like to discuss any of the quantum physics in the reading with the Coulomb force, then please pop a comment in the chat below with any questions or thoughts on that. And also, let me know, did this reading resonate with you? Who is the colleague? Obviously, don't give me names unless you want to, but let me know what your thoughts are around how this reading resonates with a particular situation that you might be going through. And has it helped you to highlight a certain person in your life or certain patterns of thinking that you may need to address between now and the next new moon? With that being said, I will love you and leave you, and I shall see you next time. Please like, share the video with anyone who you think may find it beneficial, and subscribe for your chance to win a free personal reading. Thank you. See you next time.